Hello, my name is Seema. Welcome back to my channel. I think it is so important to move through the world with so much self-love and self-reverence. That's literally the only way that you can tap into your talents and then explode them. You can literally do anything, become anybody. There's so many different iterations of you. There's so many different versions of you that you can tap into. You can tap into any one of them. You could be anything. And that's what I love about self-love. That's what I love about inner work, is that nobody can come in and take you away from you. And I don't know if I've shared this. I don't know how familiar the internet is with my story. I have no idea. I just come from a place of love and authenticity all the time, or I try to. But you know, I was not celebrated much, like, growing up. So when I became an adult, I made it a point to celebrate myself. And that reclamation of my initial identity allowed for me to expand my identity. It allowed for me to explore my identity and build upon it and take it to new heights and have many, many different identities too that I have experienced over time. One could say that when you are on the path of self-development, you live many different lives. So that was my experience, and I relate so much to content that has to do with the hollowing of self and the rebuilding of self, literally coming back to you, finding you, growing you, and doing it publicly. And I think it's so important for everybody to have that time of their life, in their early 20s, let's say, where they spend that time with themselves and they reclaim themselves for themselves and they do what they love. So it is very obvious, if you have come across my content before, that I enjoy music. I'm a musician, I'm a singer, that I enjoy dancing, I'm a model, I'm a dancer, that I enjoy writing, I'm a writer, I'm a philosopher, that I enjoy teaching, I'm a coach and an entrepreneur. So all these things happened over time. I didn't just get here. I built myself over time, and it was through like lots of pain. You know, pain is really the only catalyst for growth. Like, we don't grow if there's no pain. And not only that, but each time I, really like fell into rock bottom, I grew spiritually so much that my story's insane. I don't know if I've ever like discussed my awakening, like my Kundalini awakening, but basically I had a series of like ego deaths, and then I had a few Kundalini awakenings that happened one after the other, where it was very intense. It was very difficult. I went through a splitting of myself. It was very traumatic. Awakenings are traumatic, and yeah, I completely lost who I was. I lost any sense of normalcy or reality. Like, reality crumbled. And my body suffered, my body broke down, then I had to get put into braces and everything. So it's a crazy story. It's really one for the books, but yeah, so that's my story. And what I learned was unbelievable. I learned the secrets of the universe. I learned how God speaks and communicates through synchronicity, through love, through even his presence. I could see things that other people couldn't see. Over time, it didn't happen all at once, but over time, if I was more tapped into certain frequencies, I would see certain things. Like, for example, in a specific frequency, colors could be brighter, or I've seen lots of crazy stuff. I can't even talk about it, actually. I won't talk about it, but yeah, so then I realized that my intuition was growing astronomically. It was strong, and it was getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and I was becoming more and more psychic, more psychic and more psychic, and it was so overwhelming. And it took me years before I could really balance everything out. And so I would know things, and I'd have to leave situations, leave places, leave people without explaining anything, because it's oh, how do you know that? you know, it's not possible or it was impossible for me to explain how I knew certain things. So, intuition is literally, I think, the language of God. And when we can tap into it, we realize that we're all one, like we're all connected. But yeah, my story is like not normal. There's no sense of normalcy within it. It's really like supernatural, even like freaky. It belongs in a book or something. Like, it's just not normal by any means. So yeah, it took a while for me to like come back, and there were a lot of like panic attacks. And like, when I say panic attacks, like, I don't know what people picture, but for me it was like constant. It was all the time. It was almost every day, and I would like dissociate. And I'm like really chilling now, because like I've integrated. That's the thing, when you do shadow work, it takes some time for you to integrate back. You have to come back. This is like crazy that I'm talking about this, but yeah. And so anything you need to know, I can tell you. I'm a seer, yes. It's not me though. It's not me. Like, that's the thing. You have to understand, when I channel, when I sing, when I am just here, like, it's God. It's God. It's not me. I'm ordinary beyond belief. I'm not at all extraordinary. Yeah, so my story is, though, I don't even know where, like, how to talk about it, or you know, where to begin. I don't know. I have to like actually sit down and structure a video one day of me going super in depth, and just talking about everything. But there's so many posts and stuff that I really relate to. Oh, I saw this one post that I want to talk about. How to know what's a synchronicity and what is like pattern overload, basically. So you have to learn how synchronicities speak to you. I'll have to do a full video on this. So basically, you have to know who is like who are your people in this life, who's your soul fam. Like, you should be able to tell. Like, for example, for me, I could tell, but it doesn't always mean that, like, I interact with these people every day. Like, I just know them, you know? I know they exist. So, yeah. I'll do a full video on this, man. Thank you for reminding me. I gotta go now, but thank you for watching. That's a little bit of insight into me and my story. Catch you in the next one. Peace.